The young prince, along with the old woman, talks about himself as they head to his home. While conversing, they reach the old woman's house. With great affection, the old woman serves him a meal. The young prince eats contentedly, and they sit outside the house talking. The young prince asks the old woman to tell him about herself. The old woman tells the young prince everything about her. Then, the young prince tells the old woman about the plan for a food charity. He says that they will start the food charity by giving her the inexhaustible vessel he got from the sage. With mutual agreement, they both start the food charity. Everyone who comes there praises the food for being very delicious and gives as much money as they can before leaving. In this way, their business is flourishing day by day. Meanwhile, one day, a dispute arises between a man named Rangaya, who lives opposite the charity, and a money lender over a loan issue. At that time, the old woman takes all the money she earned from the food charity and gives it to the money lender to settle the matter. She also gives some remaining money to Rangaya. She tells him to take care of his family's well-being. Later, she talks to the young prince about her connection with the moneylender. The young prince then vows to resolve their issue. It is midnight, and the old woman, having finished all the tasks of the food charity, is sleeping inside on the bed. The young prince is sleeping outside on the porch. After a while, the young prince wakes up, takes his stick, touches it to his forehead, and recites some incantation. Then the stick transforms into a magical wand with the incantation Om. Holding it, the young prince quietly sneaks out at midnight, ensuring no one sees him, and heads towards the moneylender's house. Upon reaching there, the young prince holds the magical wand and commands it, "Oh, magical wand, go inside and make the moneylender and his men confess their wrongdoings with their own mouths." As soon as he says this, the magical wand flies inside and starts hitting the workers sleeping outside the house. As a result, they begin to scream. Hearing their screams, the moneylender emerges hurriedly from inside the house. Then the magical wand begins to strike him repeatedly as well. Unable to bear the blows, they frantically run outside the house. The magical wand continues to hit them and quickly brings them to the middle of the village. Hearing their desperate screams, all the villagers immediately gather there. The old woman and the young prince also arrive. The moneylender shouts, "Oh no, someone save us, here it is, beating us to death."
"I will curse you. Someone come and save us." Then the young prince says to them, "Admit all the mistakes you have made in front of everyone. Then this magical wand will stop hitting you and disappear, or it will keep hitting you until you tell the truth. Will you tell the truth or keep getting beaten?" Then the moneylender starts saying, I will tell the truth. After lending to Rangaya, without his knowledge,
"I myself sent my men behind him. They went with masks on their faces, attacked him, and brought back the money to give to me. Not only that, I have deceived many more people in your village in the same way. I made them greedy for money. Please forgive me, everyone. I will return your money to you. Even if I don't, I will stop the money lending business and leave this village. Please forgive me." As soon as he said this, the magical wand stopped hitting them, rose into the air, and disappeared.
After that, the prince personally and carefully ensures that each and every one of those who were deceived in the village receive generous compensation from the moneylender. Seeing this, all the people praise the prince with admiration. Then the old woman says to the dear prince, "This is the same thing, dear, you did this work, right? But how did that mysterious magical wand come to you? Who indeed gave it to you? Didn't I tell you about this when you went to the wise sage that day, that they gave you the Akshaya Patra, exactly as I mentioned previously on that particular day?"
he also gave me this magical wand. That's how it came in handy now. But how did you figure out that they were the ones who committed the fraud? It's not a big deal, Grandma. After you mentioned your suspicion about them, I started following them. Once I reached their house, I overheard the moneylender explaining to them how he deceived people. I immediately returned home, took the magical wand, and used it on him. That's it. The rest was done by the magical wand itself.
This is indeed something that has truly caused a problem for everyone in this village. That's enough. Come on, let's really go home for the night. We have to definitely take care of the temple duties again in the morning.
Saying this, The old woman and the young prince both go inside the house. Days pass by like this. The young prince starts helping the old woman with the chores of the food shelter and stays with her. One night, after everyone has gone to bed, the prince, who is sleeping outside the house, is approached by his horse. It suddenly neighs loudly. Hearing the sound of the horse, the prince wakes up, runs to the horse, and embraces it with great joy.
Kali, is that you? Did you come looking for me? How have you been? There hasn't been a day I haven't thought of you. If you've come to me, it means, as the Guru said, it's time for me to return to the royal palace, but I still want to stay with the old woman for a few more days. There is still much to learn from her. Please return to the kingdom. I will come back in a few days, he says, sending the horse away and goes back to sleep. The next day, people come to the food shelter and have their meals.
Meanwhile, among the people who came, one person starts shouting like this, "Oh no! Someone has stolen my money bag! What should I do now? Oh God!" At that moment, the young prince comes to them and says, "Whoever did this, tell me politely, or else see what I will do." He sits next to these two. He suspects both of them. "What are you talking about? Do I look like a thief to you? I didn't take the money. I have nothing to do with it. I was just having my meal when your money was stolen."
So the three of them start arguing with each other. Then, hearing the commotion, the grandmother comes there. "What happened, dear? Why are you all fighting like this?" "Oh, this gentleman's money bag is missing, and he suspects that one of the two sitting next to him has taken it. You stay like this. If you catch these two and give them a few slaps, they will tell the truth themselves. You don't always need to show your strength, dear."
Sometimes strategy indeed also works. First, as I said, she actually tells them to go inside the house and bring 2 baskets and 2 lamps. After bringing the 2 baskets and 2 lamps, she makes the 2 individuals stand side by side, places a basket on each of their heads, and lights a lamp in it. Then she says to them, "Look, dear, I have placed baskets on your heads with a lit lamp inside. This is a charmed lamp for both of you. Walk around the house 3 times carefully. By the time you come back, whoever's lamp goes out in their basket is the thief, and whoever's lamp remains lit is not involved in this theft. But remember, always until you reach that jasmine tree over there, do not remove your basket from your head," she says, while sending them to walk around this house again. As instructed by that old woman earlier on today itself, those 2 individuals then proceed to walk all around said home with baskets placed firmly atop their heads.
Then the old woman tells them to place the baskets down. The lamp in the second person's basket has gone out. The lamp in the third person's basket is still lit. At that moment, the third person happily says, "Look everyone, see my lamp is still lit. I didn't commit this theft." The second person's lamp has gone out, which means he is the thief. "Oh no, this happened. I really didn't know. I truly didn't steal. Please believe me. Wait."
"Sir, I will tell you who the real thief is. Let me explain in detail. Whoever's lamp is lit is the thief because I never lit the lamp myself. That person, afraid that his theft might be discovered, checked under the basket to see if the lamp was lit or not. Since the lamp wasn't lit, he lit it and brought it back. So he is the thief, mother. This is the only logical explanation, and it clearly points to the guilty party."
Please forgive me. I did this out of foolishness. Please forgive me. Here is the bag of money I took from him. Please let me go. I will never appear in this area again. He leaves the bag of money there and runs away. The person who lost the money is very happy to have it back and expresses gratitude to the old woman before leaving. The second person also thanks the old woman for saving him from this problem. The young prince is watching all of this.
He says to the old woman, "The solution you came up with is amazing. As you said, it's not always necessary to use force. Sometimes problems can be solved with cleverness as well."
"That's all fine, but exactly when are you leaving?" Precisely what are you doing for Niraj? What exactly is this about you and me going to the kingdom? Why exactly did you come here? I know absolutely everything. Before you arrived, Arushi sent a message to Karuna. Moreover, I heard you talking to your horse last night. There's absolutely nothing more for you to do here. Happily and safely return to the kingdom.
With dedication and commitment, the old woman, who advises that everything will turn out well for you, sends the young prince back to his kingdom. As soon as the young prince steps outside, his horse comes to meet him. He mounts the horse and returns to his kingdom. Upon entering his kingdom, Arushi meets him there. Then Arushi says to the young prince, "Ramaya Nara, you have finally accomplished the task you set out for."
Now, I am indeed eager to know what knowledge you have truly learned, and what cash certainly means at home. I will definitely, without a doubt, tell you, Master, what I learned from that old woman is that a king should care for his people as if they were his own children. He should stand by them and help them without burdening them, no matter what difficulties arise. We should keep only as much wealth as we need, and use the rest to benefit the people. Whenever a problem arises in the kingdom, the king should be the first to face it. Importantly, problems should be solved not just with strength, but by using strategy.
These are the things I learned from that old woman, Master. The essence of knowledge is happiness, my son. Now you understand how a king should be, and you have earned the right to be the king of this kingdom triumphantly. Your father is waiting for your coronation. Saying this, he coronates the young prince as king that day. Mahendra Varma, who became king, governs the kingdom excellently with the wisdom given by the old woman.